Yeah, I'm very inspired by the program, and the main fact which inspires me a lot is about the state mission, which says giving children hope and wildlife a chance.
I'm Anna Tolan, I'm the Director of Chipembele Wildlife Education Trust. Chipembele is a conservation education organisation that works in South Luangwa. We are teaching children and communities about the value of wildlife, about the importance of conserving wildlife, about the importance of conserving habitats. Well, Chipembele's been working for the last 19 years, and during that time we've been able to reach out to thousands and thousands of children.
Chipembele is located in Mphasi, Zambia, a small town that borders the South Luangwa National Park. This is Jen. Jen is the Conservation Education Manager here at Chipembele. Her job expands over many roles.
I work with a group of conservation educators that are incredibly motivated. They are out in the surrounding schools every single afternoon working with students and teaching about conservation.
Not only does Chipembele work with students, they also work with the surrounding villages of Mphasi. The educators go straight to the source, working with the local people to discuss the many challenges the village may be facing, along with solutions for issues such as deforestation.
You know, the goal, in my mind, is for us to build knowledge and skills, and so get them with a concrete foundational conservation education, and then inspire them to take action. And then they're really encouraged to apply it. Seeing that happen and building upon that, I think, is really exciting. The biggest challenge is how do you get them connected to their resource? We do it with getting them out on game drives. Every time we can get them out into even just a schoolyard habitat, we take full advantage of that. We bring in professionals to come in and mentor the students as well.
One of these professional bodies is the Zambia Carnivore Program. Matt here can tell you more.
The Zambian Carnivore Program, ZCP, is a non-profit Zambian organization dedicated to conserving large carnivores. So our primary work with Chipembele is a collaboration in the conservation clubs. Our major focus in that work is that we want to invest a lot in students who are really interested in pursuing careers in conservation. So we're not a big, large-scale educational organization versus we want to invest work in people that I think would have the most chance of carrying on some conservation work in the country.
Let's meet Jacob. Jacob is one of the students of the Chipembele Conservation Club.
My name is Jacob Mphasi. I am in grade 11 at Mphasi Secondary School. I'm the president of the Mphasi Conservation Club. As at now at Chipembele, we are doing a campaign which said ensnaring. And snaring, we are against snaring because we are conservationists, and then we are against snaring. It is not good because when people go out there to set up like snares, their aim is to kill like an impala or in short the antelopes. But when they set up, when they display the snare, they will kill like a hyena which cannot be eatable. It is not eatable by most of the people, so it is the waste again. It leads to extinction of different animals by setting up snare. That's why we are trying to put up with a campaign about ensnaring to make people aware about the badness of snares in the community. Yeah.
And then those who are really inspired by what they're doing here in Chipembele have opportunities that take them even further beyond their involvement in our Chongololo and conservation clubs. They can go on and become, you know, wildlife veterinarians. You know, there's some that want to be game scouts and others that want to be the warden, the chief of the Department of National Parks and Wildlife.
The biggest problem facing wildlife in South Luangwa today is too many people. There's been a huge increase in population over the last 20 years, mostly due to the success of the tourism industry, which has drawn people in. And so habitat loss has been enormous. The areas that the animals share with people are often areas where they come into conflict together.
So we're living in an era of rapid human-induced ecological change, so the threats that are here today may not be the threats that are here 3 years from now.
The big question is how to spread the message out beyond the classroom.
In Africa, there's very much of a ripple effect, because children, when they go home, actually sit and talk around the fire and talk to their families about what they've been doing in the day.
They're the stewards. They're the stewards of this habitat, this land. So we want them to be able to go and talk to people in their community, their family, their friends, community, you know, leaders.
We conserve wildlife by giving them, which means giving them chance, and we give children hope by conserving them.
They can dream so big, and Chipembele helps them with those dreams. We can help to support, you know, the direction that they want to go in, and many have taken advantage of that, and that's exciting.
So a lot of the families are also aware of conservation issues. So the spread of the word of conservation is really starting to change lives and the approach that people have towards conservation. I think there has been a significant movement towards people realising the importance of losing their habitat and their wildlife. And the children are key to that. The children get it, the children understand it.
And I'm very, very much interested in conservation, and I just want to make a difference in communities to help people caring and protecting the animals.